welcome back to Jacob's Toys 5-Minute Figure Reviews. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things, because all support to the channel is very much appreciated. So something a little bit different, we are taking a look at Beast Wars Transformers, and this is the Megatron figure that turns into a T-Rex. Now I have to give a big shout out to Hasbro for sending this guy over to take a look at, as well as some of the other Beast Wars figures, which I'm going to get a look at in later reviews. So on the back of the box it simply says, duplicating dinosaur DNA stolen from human research labs, the evil leader Megatron has re-engineered his body structure and equipped it with some fearsome high-tech firepower. And the only accessories you get are those two bullets that I just showed you there that do plug into the top of his legs. However, the jaw pops out from underneath him and you can fill this up with water so that it squirts water while you play. Now that's right in the nostalgia for me, because when I was younger the Transformer toys all had little quips like this, so that's a really cool little addition to this particular figure. So it just pops out quite easy and slots straight back in as well. So for those of you that aren't familiar, Beast Wars is a branch of Transformers. The back of the box sums it up nicely. It says, with biogenetic engineering, the Transformers have created a perfect cybernetic fusion between ferocious animals and mechanical technology. The result, heroic Maximals versus evil Predacons. Now obviously this is the new range of Beast War figures from Hasbro and Kenner, so yeah, do go and check them out at all major retailers and of course Hasbro Pulse. Now looking at the figure in a little bit more detail, the little bullet things slide into the top of his thighs here, and there's a little button which pushes it and projects it out, as you can see. And then they actually clip back in as well, so you can kind of store them. Now this has definitely been designed to be played with. It's not a display item in my opinion. It's not something that you would necessarily put on your shelf to leave there, because there is so much going on with it that it has definitely been built to play with and be used. As a T-Rex figure, you wouldn't kind of buy this one as a T-Rex toy, if you like, for a younger one, because it hasn't got a huge amount of articulation as a T-Rex. However, I'm going to get into the transforming of it. Obviously you get your little manual here that tells you how to do it and what stages to do things in. So I'm going to speed the video up and I'm going to transform him into obviously Megatron. So let's get straight into that now with a sped up video. To be perfectly honest with you, it wasn't that difficult. Now I was a little bit hesitant because Transformers, as a kid I seemed to be able to get my head around them, but as I got older and sort of played with them less, Transformers is a brand that I kind of came away from a little bit, and I've lost my touch, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I need the instruction manual to follow it, but that is it. Look, there we go. So one thing I've definitely got to say is it's relatively easy to transform from T-Rex into Megatron. Obviously his arms aren't very useful. One of them is a big T-Rex head that squirts water, and the other is this big kind of claw thing that they turn his tail into a bit of a claw thing. Now there's lots of mechanisms and bits and bobs going on here. So obviously we've seen the projectiles that come out of his thighs in the transform state, then obviously they kind of shoot out forwards. He's got these kind of big wing kind of things that are made out of the main part of the body, and his helmet here that kind of clips open and clips shut, which is a really nice little touch. So you can see the exposed face, or of course you can have him kind of battle ready with the helmet on. What's also a nice little touch is on the back, they've got of the back of the box, they've got a cut out bio and tech specs clip and save. So basically you cut it out and it tells you how fast, how strong, etc, etc, as well as what weapons it comes with and what damage it does. Now this kind of pincer arm, this kind of clip, has got a neat little mechanism to it. So you push this little button at the top here, it clips in, you press the little button and it kind of shoots out and closes. So obviously when you're playing, you can obviously have a bit of fun with that. I'm sure that would be a lot of fun to kind of grab other figures with and stuff. So yeah, so on the back of the box obviously there's 4 characters. So you've got Cheetor, you've got Rat Trap, you've got Optimus Primal, and you've got Megatron. All of them are Maximals except for this one, which is a Predacon. So he's the only Predacon in the series of 4. And he is what they class as an Ultra. So the Optimus Primal and the Megatron are Ultras, and then the Cheetor and the Rat Trap are Megas. So let me just put him back together, and I've sped the video up again just so that you can see me kind of reassemble him. Now I'm going to admit, when I was putting him together, one of the pieces did ping off. I think you'll see in a minute. It was like this front chest piece as I was putting him back together. But he is relatively simple to take apart and reassemble in various different forms, so that's a definite plus. They've made the transform element quite straightforward. The only bit I had a bit of trouble was with the tail, trying to get it locked into place, but I eventually got there, as you can see, and he clips back together and makes a pretty solid dinosaur. But as I said, it's not much of a dinosaur toy, it's not much of a figure, there's not a lot of articulation, so the tail doesn't move, the neck doesn't move, etc. But he does transform into Megatron, which is pretty cool. So that was really exciting for me. It's been quite a long time since I've had a look at some Transformers in detail, so I'm really pleased to be doing that. If you are enjoying the 5-minute figure reviews, then please do like, share, subscribe and all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated, and I do have more Beast Wars Transformers coming up at a later date. So thanks very much, Hasbro, and I'll catch you soon.